welcome to my channel. My name's Catherine from Siren Tarot, here to do your February collective reading, all right, with the fairies, Brian Froud's fairies. So we tried it last month, you said you liked it, so I thought I'd come back and do another one for February, okay? If it's a general reading, if you're new to the channel, it's not going to resonate with everybody. If it does, great, I hope it helps you. If it doesn't, just kick it to the curb, or if you know somebody would help, please do share, all right? I am open to private readings, so if you're interested in that, the link's below, but email me at soulsirentarot@gmail.com. All right, guys. Thank you so much. What have we got for February for the collective? Right, and so they're a particular deck. Okay. Quite unusual, but just trialing them with you. So this is Ilby the Retriever. Ilby the Retriever is where's your voice? Right, so someone's not got a voice in a situation. You're feeling quite choked at the minute. You're not feeling like you're being listened to, maybe. You're not feeling like people are taking you seriously, and it is unsettling you, it is hurting you. That's what I want to say. And Ilby wants you to sort of pull that up from your soul, right? Be true to yourself, you know. Why am I not being listened to? What do I need to do to make this situation turn around to where I need it to be? You know, what is my prosperity? What is my integrity? You know, it can be your sense of office as well, your sense of this is my counsel, right? So people might not like what I've got to say. People might not like what I want to do, but this is where I sit. This is what I'm about, says Ilby. And they want you to look at that, right? So I feel like it feels like, you know, the parrot sort of energy of like, you know, it's like I've got a ball in my throat, right? I need to, not literally, you know, but my voice is trapped, and I want to choke it out. I want to say it, right? Someone not being allowed to speak in a situation, and they're asking you to look into that and how can you bring that to fruition, right? Stop being choked up. That's what I want to say, because you're being blocked. Gwacha is here as well. Now, with Gwacha being here, I feel like this is people watching the situation. You know, they're kind of like, oh, this one's going to blow in a minute. This one is going to blow. And that's what I feel. There's things around you that are encouraging you. The fairies around you are encouraging you to stand up and have your voice. Say your purpose. Gwacha comes in to shake things up, right? To get things moving when there's been a period of stagnation. You know, bust it. Because I feel I've got someone here who's completely frustrated with the way things have played out with particular situations. You know, I feel trapped, I feel stuck. Maybe you're manifesting changes in your life, but you don't feel they're happening quick enough, and that again is a frustration, might be causing your voice to feel stuck as well. But I want you to trust that it is going to happen. Things are going to start coming along to you that you didn't say, that like messages coming in or situations you didn't foresee. They are all meant to be part of pushing you on this journey, okay? You know, he's like playful. Can you see he's got his hands on his eyes saying it's not me, but really it's peeking through saying it is me. It is me, says Gwacha. Okay, so there's going to be something very big changing that's meant to, it's almost like kick you up the arse to get this ball out your throat, right? Not literally a ball, right? Please no one go choking. But that's what it is. Look, the topsy-turvets here as well. Topsy-turvets are exactly the same. They would absolutely support Gwacha, you know. You can see they're upside down, back to front. They're shaking things up. So whoever this reading's for, I feel like in the coming weeks, you're going to feel like the rug's been pulled from under you. I don't mean in a bad way. You know, I'm not suddenly saying a tower's going to come down in your life. But things are going to feel a bit shook up, a little bit different. Things you weren't expecting happening. And it's all part of the topsy-turvy shaking it up for you to get your voice heard, to get you moving on the next leg of your journey. That's what I want to say, right? It is. And then we get the Master Maker, which is beautiful. Master Maker is the craftsman, right? He's been here before. He's been here before. He's learned his lessons. It always feels a bit like hermit energy to me, the Master Maker. Can you see? Because he's got his spear, you know, and he's got his light. It's like, I've walked through these mountains, I've walked these paths, you know, I've been through my battles, I've learnt my craft, right? So whoever it is that's around me in this energy, who's not believing in me or trying to keep me stuck, you know, standing on my head a little bit, pushing me down, just don't even play with me. Just don't even start that game with me, because you're going to get fucking nowhere, right? That's what I feel. And It may be that you're keeping quiet at the moment, whoever this reading's for, because you're assessing the battlefield, you're assessing the journey, you're assessing what you need to do, but you're not going to be stopped. That's what I want to say. You're not going to be stopped. So it's a bright idea. It's following your craft. It's a dream that you've been building, I want to say, for a long time, and they're asking you to have that courage in your conviction to remember who you are. Right, that's where I'm getting quite strongly. Remembering who you are. And I feel you've stagnated a little bit with Ilby starting that reading, you know, and maybe someone here, because of all the pressures and things you've got going on in the 3D, you've lost sight of what your actual purpose, what journey it was you set off to do. You may have lost sight of that a little bit, and you're being reminded of it, you know, that passion, that fire inside you never went out, right? And it can be part of the journey. Lost Gunner, absolutely. It could have been burnt out at points because of things you had to do, because we can't do everything, can we? There's only so many hours in the day, but you're being reminded of it and you're wanting to launch. I love Lost Gunner. Can you see? She's like, and it's like you can see the topsy-turvys around, you can see the fairies around, you can see everything around, saying, yeah, you know, she sat, remember these are male or female, she sat on that mushroom in fairyland saying, my wings feel a little bit tattered, but they're recovering. They are recovering. They're getting back to full strength. I'm not going to be held back by others, but I've got to choose my timing. I've got to choose my timing well, but I've got a very good sense of self. And I also feel like it's a massive, coming across from Ilby the retriever, recovering who self is. You know, maybe I knew when I was younger, maybe I knew long ago, maybe I knew before I was hurt by someone or a situation that brought me down, but I'm coming back to centre. And yeah, weird things are happening around me right now, maybe making me feel unsettled, but that's all for a purpose. It's all for a purpose, right? Everything is all for a purpose, right? You've got to know where you're going. You've got to set the agenda, and that's what the master maker does. He's learnt his craft. Jehovah is here. This can be, again, I'm sensing it like people, I want to say bringing you down, but bringing dark thoughts into you. Maybe it's the darkness in yourself, fear and worry of I can't do it. I'm not worthy of it. Someone told me I'm not worthy of it. But Jehovah is like, yeah, you are, right? Yes, you are. You can go and get this. You can go and have this. But you've got to deal with that demon inside yourself. So I feel like, I don't know why I'm saying it, but I feel like I've got someone, it comes over that topsy-turvy. It's right where there's an internal battle. There's an internal battle within yourself, conflict. It feels a bit 5 or 1-y, you know. 1 minute I trust myself, next minute I don't. 1 minute I know I can do it, next minute I don't. This could be someone who's in your environment right now who puts self-doubt in you, or it could be somebody from the past who did put self-doubt in you and you're still carrying that pain, that hurt. And I want to say to you, that's their cloak, not yours. I always say that, take it off, it doesn't fit you. That's theirs. Because when you've got people who come into your environment who haven't got the same, I want to say, bravery as you, the same insight as you, the same sense of purpose as you, they can be quite jealous and envious of that. And rather than try and learn from you and support your light and work with your light to see if they can, you know, also find their light and come along with it, what they'll do basically is try and suffocate your light. And that's what I feel has been happening with Ilby there. So I feel like there's going to be a big shake up in your environment, but I feel like it's as it's meant to be, because it's going to wake you up to who you are. Big sense of that. And the fairies are pushing that energy. That's what I feel. Right. I just want to go to the good tarot now to clarify some of these fairies. Tell me more about this topsy-turvys. Sorry, what am I saying? Topsy-turvys. Right, what have we got? Yeah, 8 of fire, 8 of wands. 8 of wands is about communication, but in this deck with the fire, it's like setting all your lights up. It's setting all your balloons up, right? Setting your scene up to the universe, your messages up to the universe, a glow up on so many levels, you know. And maybe you've been hiding in the woods for a long time, and maybe I haven't been putting my messages, my wishes out there for a long time, but it's someone going on a glow up now because you're ridding yourself of any of the dark energy. energies, and the fairies have been jigging you to do it, pushing you to do it. That's what I feel, right? 8 of fire, clarifying there. So I want you to stick firm on your ideas. Do your vision boards, do your energy cleansing, look around. Who's pulling me down? Who's hurting me? 4 of her. Who's hurting me? This is 4 of swords. Who is hurting me? I'm healing. I am getting better, but it's been a difficult journey, and somewhere along the way, with Ilby, somewhere along the way I lost my confidence, but inside myself I know what it is. I've got someone here who's keeping all the passions, all the desires very quiet to themselves, inside. I'm not talking about it. In the 3D day, I might get up at night, in the morning, go and do a 9 to 5 job, come home. Doesn't have to be those hours, but you get what I'm saying. And that's not necessarily wrong. That might be right for you now, it might be right for you forever, but that's not what I'm connecting with here. I'm connecting with somebody who's getting more and more frustrated at not being able to bring the light to the world in a way that they felt they always wanted to do. That's what I'm feeling. So with the 4 of area, I want you to see, especially there with Los Gunnar, right, your wings are healing. Can you see? Your wings are healing. They're a bit tattered, they're a bit broken, but you are getting ready to launch up and out of this, I want to say quagmire, right? I don't know if that's the right word, but can you see? The wings are here, the feathers are growing, the swords have come out your back, the swords have come out your chest. I've moved them one by one. My voice might still feel a little bit stuck. I might feel like I can't say the messages I want to say, but I know ultimately I'll get my opportunity when the time is right. But notwithstanding that, I am going on my soul purpose. I am going on my pathway. I will not be held back, says this person that I'm connecting to right now. The divine are not going to let it, right? 5 of earth, 5 of pentacles. Wandering in that forest for a long time. Wandering in the bracken, the overgrowth. Maybe got some cuts and scars, and I don't mean deep, but you know what I mean, scratched. I've been off in the brambles, not knowing my route. But now I do. You're getting back on path. You are definitely getting back on path. That's what I'm feeling. And people are coming in to help. 8 of earth. Master of your craft, master of your destiny, putting in the work into what your soul journey is meant to be. Something that you've probably done lifetime after lifetime, that's what I feel. And it's just natural to you. It's just natural. Other people can't understand it, but I love it. Can you see the little fairy or pixie there as well, right? It's like they're helping you with these roots you've put in the ground, these seeds that you've sown to grow out, right? Making your own music, it always feels like with the 8 of earth to me. Making your own music, becoming to a level where people are like, what the fuck, who is that, right? That is amazing, because you're singing, I want to say with this, when you start to put your craft out there, you're singing the soul sound of so many others, like like the Pied Piper, and people just listen and say, I don't know what it is, but I've got to follow this. That's what this feels like. So you'll know if this reading's resonating with you, but you've got to let go of past hurts and regrets. You've got to let go of where you felt maybe past failures, right? Because sometimes it takes us a couple of goes on the journey because we weren't quite ready or the time wasn't right. Well, the time is right now for whoever this reading's for. Pick up those lessons from before. The master maker went through the apprenticeship to become to become the master. You don't just start off as the master, and many of the things on that pathway, on that journey, are what are taking you to that energy, that level of trust, that level of understanding. Knowing that you've got this, that's what I feel. I do feel with the topsy-turvies there's going to be a period of feeling unsettled, but it's all about you recognising just how skilled you are. Tests put in front of you, well, for sure, you'll always get tests put in front of you. Are you going to learn the lessons, though? That's the question. Life was never meant to be easy. It wasn't. How'd you grow? That's what I always say. How'd you grow? So I do feel, right. Oh, right. Okay. Wow. Right. I will take them, thank you. I do feel after the three of her here that a period of heartbreak, that healing, someone putting swords in your chest, someone putting swords in your back. Again, it can be a love relationship. It can be that it was a work situation. It could be that everything bombed out at once and you were left with just your heart broken in pieces. 4 of her on the table already. You've had to go through that sense of healing. But then we get the 8 of her, right? I am no longer stuck. I'm no longer stuck. I've risen above it, right? Can you see she's up on the clouds? Can you see the wings are big and strong? No one can touch this person. No one can touch this person's dream. Everything you're going to achieve is down to you. Your wings are strong. You can fly because that is where you are in terms of transformation. And that makes perfect sense with everything we've seen on the board right now in terms of tumultuous, unsettling, trusting in yourself that you have got this and you are the expert in what it is you do, but getting ready to launch and not being fearful of having your voice heard, right? Just making sure your voice is heard in the right way. In your pupa, going from the caterpillar to the butterfly, but trusting the divine. Can you see how this, it's like feeling like a child again. It's like not letting all of the politics or the system or the structures or other people hold you down. Dreaming your dream and poof, can you say she just poofs it off to the divine? I trust the divine. I know what I want, so I'm just poofing it off to the divine to get me on this journey. So you are going through a period of difficulty, but also transformation. So I've got someone here, if things feel pretty hard right now, pretty difficult right now, it might be enough for you to get up and put one foot in front of the other every day. You might feel that life is just too much, right? Everything that's coming up towards you that's going to cause you some form of unsettlement is to wake you up to who you actually are. Wake up to who you actually are, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the divine spiritual being that came into this world to make the difference of what it is you're called to make, the master maker, your uniqueness, your individuality. Okay, I just want to take an enchanted forest, a sacred forest, just to conclude this reading. I get confused between the enchanted map and the sacred forest. I know which they are, but just the titles. Boom, fucking boom, right? There you go. Success. Secret spring. Can you see this is saying to you, you've lost sight of all the divine messages that are around you, your angels around you, right? Can you see them back to the wings? Coming out of here, listen quietly for the messages. Understand, because this always feels like the 6 of swords to me in terms of, look, here's the boat, here's the lantern. I come back to the master maker here, right, with the light. Can you see, right? I know who I am. I need to be reminded of it right now because I've been knocked off my perch a little bit. And the fairies have come in to get underneath you and say, back on your perch and get ready to launch. You're being asked to stay still. Listen to those messages. Trust your intuition. Trust what messages you're receiving. Even when things can seem rocky, choppy waters, the voyage is too difficult. Remember, you've more than worked up to this. You've more than got your skills to deal with this. You've more than got the knowledge and the wisdom to deal with this. This is merely the next cycle in your journey. Accept it and know you're transforming into making your dreams a success, right? Do not let others stop your voice, the voice of truth. Know your truth, know who you are. That's what I feel, right? Beautiful mix of cards. Transformation is difficult. People think, oh, that must be so beautiful. It's a bit like all of a sudden, I feel this whirring of beautiful liquid gold and then I wake up and everything's marvellous. No, it's not. Transformation is like going back through the birth canal. It's painful. It's messy, right? It's a tough journey. And when you get through it, the rewards are great. But the growth still continues. It does. There's no end to this life cycle. There's no end to this journey. The choice is, are you going to accept it and continue on the journey? God, I'm feeling a bit of Ilby there, getting stuck in my throat, right? Are you going to get your voice out, your voice of truth? Know your truth. All right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope this helped you. I hope it was for one of you because it's a beautiful reading. Yes, it's going to be a difficult couple of months, but is it going to be worth it? Yeah, it damn well is. So if you did enjoy the reading, please do like, subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in private reading, email me soulsirentarot@gmail.com. Other than that, darlings, I will be back for your March readings. I'm going to try and get some mid-Febs out, but I'm going through big life changes myself as well at the moment. So time is of the essence, but I'll definitely be back for March. Do let me know if you liked this reading, just mixing it up a bit. I have so many decks of cards, and I use them all in private readings, but I want to be able to show them more to you guys as well. So just mixing it up a bit. All right, love and light, and I'll see you soon. Bye.